What's up, Cancer? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the QueenTarotB in Boston. So I'm just going to turn my sound up here, make sure that y'all can hear me. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. If this is not your story, remember, I always say don't make it fit. If this is not your puzzle piece, don't jam it in your puzzle. Now, cross watchers, you're always welcome here at the QueenTarotB. You're welcome to leave comments. Just know that, especially with Cancer, for some reason, I don't know why, the energy comes in vice versa. And so if this does happen with you, just know you can leave a comment and tell your story. I'm not going to be offended. I love comments and I try to answer every single one of them. If not, you get a heart. It means I've read it and I've actually seen it. I try to answer as many of the comments as I possibly can while still making videos, being a new mom, and also being a wife, and also being all those other different hats that I wear. So, I do run a business from home as well, and it's, they say it's like taking care of a newborn for the first 5 years. So I've got 2 newborns. I've got this business because it's been out for a couple of years, but not quite 5. And then I've got the little one. So anyway, yes, do know that it can come in vice versa. And so sometimes it just happens with me for some reason with Cancer that the energy comes in opposite. Don't feel bad. It's the same thing with Leo. Anything else? Oh, readings are on sale. Well, actually, my whole list of services is on sale right now. Due to the economical craziness that we're going through right now, I've decided that putting things on sale is the best way to go for people who still need help. So readings are 15 minutes for $20, 30 minutes for $30, 45 minutes for $40, and then for a full hour is $50. And those are all donations, and they're made payable to either PayPal, CashApp, or Venmo. I have 3 different ways you can go. Just ask me for a list of services, email me in the box below, or catch up with me on Skype or Facebook Messenger. Now, also note that light work is 20% off. That also applies to spiritual chat, the tarot price readings that I just read off to you. 20% off of light work, and yeah. So let's get into it. So this month, you guys, I'm really confused here because I'm seeing that one thing is being put out, but behind the scenes is a whole nother with your family situation. I'm not really sure. It's like your family situation is very complicated. But on the outside, there's like a front of all this happiness and all this togetherness and all of this love. But on the inside, it feels a hot mess. Like you guys are really putting out that you want someone or people to see that, your family is pretty much close to perfect and you're so happy and doing all these things. But what the cards are reflecting are something so totally different. Okay, now I was pre-shuffling and I always do a pre-shuffle and then I'll shuffle again. But here is the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And then here is the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. So money situations, home situations, 3D situations, everything in the 3D, material, whatever. There's big problem there, okay? Now, I don't know if it's due to the economical situations that you've lost your jobs or what have you, but you're putting up this front like you're so happy, like you're still happy together. But I get the feeling as though that there were problems before this economical situation came around. And so it's like you're projecting one thing, but you're behaving another. And I'm not sure if you're trying to peacekeep. You guys are very good at being peacekeepers in the house. So sometimes things will go on longer than they should. And I'm not saying that in a bad way because everybody likes their home to be peaceful. But sometimes things go on a bit longer than they should because you guys want to peacekeep instead of deal with the situation head on. Now, I feel like there's somebody there who is entitled. They feel as though they are owed something. Okay. So whether it's you or your partner, you feel entitled. I feel like it could be them. They feel entitled for you to do things for them now. And I feel a great bit of resentment here. Like you're really thinking about how you could have other options and how you really want to change your lifestyle. So I think you're really thinking about walking away from somebody, but you're very torn on it. You're very confused. It feels as though this person just expects you to play a certain role in their life. Okay. and you do all these nice things for them, but then when you don't do it, it's like, whoa, you didn't do this today, you didn't do that today. And so it's like that you can't get up and make yourself a bologna sandwich. Like, your legs broken, your arms broken. And it's almost like, do I have to cook every night? Do I have to do all of these things every single night? Is there one night where I get to just be me and you could eat some leftovers or make something for yourself? And that's the feeling I'm getting, is kind of like a resentment towards somebody. They won't let you have a moment's peace. It's like they expect you to play all these different roles, and when you don't, it's like they get all disappointed, and it's causing resentment for you. Now, I do see happiness here, but it looks like it's in your past, and you're just ready for something new. You're pulling out your strength. You're ready for something new, okay? Because you got the sun here, and then moving past the sun to, this is the past position, this is current, and this will be your future. You have your back to this, as though this no longer makes you happy. Whatever the circumstance is, it no longer makes you happy. And so you're ready to move forward. You're ready for whatever seeds you've planted to start harvesting. You're ready to walk away from this situation. And it looks like you've been harvesting strength. Maybe you need to move out on your own. Maybe you need to, or afraid to leave this person because you're afraid financially you won't make it. But some kind of strength, some divine strength comes through and helps you. And this is in your future position. So it looks like you're ready to walk away from this happiness. Whatever this happiness was for you, it's now presenting itself as you being forced into a role that you regret because you didn't realize that it entailed being somebody's cook or slave, or they've just become very entitled towards you, and it's like you want to really walk away. And you've made a decision. You don't really want a fresh new start with this person. You've got the Lovers here. So the choice between two, the choice between honoring yourself and being happy, or the choice of staying in this relationship. So you actively have to make a choice here. You've either got to go on your own and figure yourself out, or you're going to stay in this relationship, and that feeling of resentment is going to build and build and build until you literally like pop off or do something that you shouldn't be doing, Cancer. The thing I have to say to you guys right now is, what they're telling me is, don't stay in this because this person's safe and sneak around. That's what they're telling me. Don't do that. What are they saying? Make a choice. Either stay alone or move on. But don't stay with this person because you don't want to let them down and then do something to step out of the relationship, is what they're saying. But you've decided you don't want this passionate new start with them. Even if you could start over with them, you would rethink the role that you're playing in their life because it's become a burden to you. That's what it feels like. Playing this role has become burdensome. And so you're asked to make a head over heart decision here. You're really going to have to choose, make an active choice to be part of this relationship or out of this relationship. And you're feeling like you have to make this decision, this head over heart decision, then maybe you shouldn't be in this relationship. Maybe it's not for you. Now, like I said, I feel like there's a sense of entitlement here. The Nine of Cups in reverse is what's behind this King of Wands. So this is kind of his attitude right now, is that, he has an ego. And behind this is, bad habits, it's addiction. But I don't feel it's addiction. I feel like it's entitlement. It's like it feels almost like sometimes they bring you down. Or they talk down to you and make you feel as though you're not as good as them, or you're not as smart as them, or something like that. That's all I can really get on that. But there's a sense of entitlement to this. It's like you can't get a moment's peace to yourself here without being poked at by a stick. It's like you can't get a moment's peace without somebody poking you with a stick. And if you look, this one over here is actually poking at you. And so you can't get a moment to yourself. And this person just feels entitled to all your time. And this is a bad habit that this person has, is to take advantage of the person in their life and to put too much of a role on them. Cook dinner every night, clean the house every night, do the laundry every night, do this, do that, do this, do that, work a full-time job, blah, 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 blah. Whatever this routine is, it's like they just expect it. There's no thank you. There's no gratitude for it. So that's where this comes in. This 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 10 of Cups up front. You're presenting to be happy to them, but really you're not happy. You're not happy. You're miserable. And there's resentment building and building and building. Now, I can see you here as this Queen of Swords, looking out. You know, she's regal, she's beautiful, but she has her sword at the ready. She's ready to cut out anything she no longer needs, anything that she no longer finds is beneficial for her spiritual path, okay? And with that is the 7 of Cups. So you're looking out and you're contemplating, I could have all these options, but I'm here and I'm miserable. And with that is the Death card. Okay, Cancer? So with that is the Death card. And the Death card is talking about major transformation. So for me, this is you thinking about walking away. This is you thinking about how to do it on your own. And like I said, you know, if you're feeling like it's time for you to do something outside your relationship, it's time for you to leave this relationship. Make an active choice to either be unhappy and work on it or be happy elsewhere, is what they're saying. Now, I feel like you're in a financial bind, okay? And this person isn't really offering to help you out. It's like your money helps pay the bills, but I feel like they make more than you do, but they don't offer to help you, okay? That's what it feels like, because you've got the 8 of Swords where you're all tied up and you feel bound up. And then you got this little pentacle offer over here. And usually this to me is showing like debt. It's showing being stuck, being tied up with things of the 3D nature. And things of the 3D nature are usually attached to material. And so with that, I don't see this offer coming, okay? I see you wanting to be free. This is my single person card. This is her single garden, her garden of life. It's growing, it's voluptuous. There's all kinds of stuff that she can harvest from. And then you've got the Queen of Wands there, okay? And the Queen of Wands talks about, you know, being self-reliant, self-independent. The Queen of Wands is the card of Aries. So it's being self-reliant, self-dependent, being able to depend on yourself to take care of yourself financially, not to have to worry whether or not this person is going to make this offer to help you get out of this bind, okay? And I feel like every time you want to walk away, they bring up all the good memories. But this also feels like this could be somebody in your life that's helped you along the way, or that has been like a guiding light for you throughout. And it's like you want to communicate these memories or something like that, if that makes any sense to you guys, because I don't know what this thing's talking about right now. But it is talking about you being in a financial bind and not being able to get out of this situation. You being stuck there. But it also talks about maybe you having fond memories of a person helping you, or You have fond memories that you want to communicate of that. But it feels like even though if they had helped you, you right back to square one, you're broke. So I don't feel like you were responsible with whatever they helped you with. That could be homework, that could be anything. They're not really being very descriptive tonight. But it's like you're right back to square one here. And you're not being very honest about it with anybody. And that could be why you have this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not being honest with your family, your significant other, whoever this is. You're not being honest with the fact that you put yourself right back into debt. So it could be you that has this addiction to spending. This is my addiction card. So, and it's showing you being very in and out and not being very dependable. Yes, you're very in and out, not being very dependable about things with your partner, with your family. They've noticed a big old change in you, and that could be what this is right here. Big old change in you. And I'm not sure if this is good or bad. But they're talking about, you know, you're celebrating and doing all these kinds of things. And meanwhile, you're stuck attached to this negative emotion. You're acting as though it's time to celebrate. Things are great. Everybody else thinks it's hunky-dory for you. But behind it, there's this negative emotion. There's these negative emotions, should I say. And I hope this is picking up for some of you, because I don't know where this is leading. But it's showing me a card of going out and having good times. But still, this card of emotional angst and mental angst. But you're still going out showing that good time. And there's 3 different sets of cards here that show me that same thing. Family situation and money situation, not so good, but you're showing a good time. You're showing that things are wonderful and full of love at home. Then here, you're a wreck, but you're showing that you're having a good time. So this is telling me, and then here's a third set. Once again, a card of celebration, but the 9 of Swords with it. And that is the third set of cards that's showing me that you're having a good time, you're out celebrating, you're doing this, you're doing that, but behind the scenes, you're having some sleepless nights. So I'm not sure what is going on with the whole theme of putting out happiness when there is major unhappiness behind each of these celebratory cards. The 10 of Cups in the upright with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. First thing out was, you know, facade of happiness, but really behind the scenes, there's financial problems, or there's just problems in general with the role you play. This person feeling entitled. Then again, here's a card of celebration with the card of being attached to severely negative emotions. And then once again, we have a card of celebration, but being attached to very, very negative emotions, things that keep you up at night, things that bother you. So you have some soul searching to do here, guys. I don't know. This is a lesson for you, okay? This is a lesson for you. You took some sort of foolish chance, and now it's backfiring in your face. So you may have done something very foolish, and now you're finding with this 10 of Swords that wasn't a very smart thing to do, that maybe you didn't think about all facets of the situation before you did it. Or I feel like you're keeping something from your partner. I feel like you're keeping something from your partner, or you're keeping some sort of lie. There's a lie here, even if it's just that you're facading to be happy when you're with someone you're not happy with. You're keeping a big lie. And here it's saying, you know, whatever brought you to this foolish lie, this foolish decision, was definitely behavior you didn't think first. You jumped and thought later. And now it's like you're stuck keeping up with this all the time. And I feel like this lie is eventually going to break your heart. You're going to get so fed up with trying to keep up with it that you're going to end up heartbroken. Showing me here, you know, this is the guy with the smooth tongue, the guy who, the Knight of Cups. This is my Playboy Playgirl. And this is showing you that this person is sitting on the outside, okay? The key is right here, but they're not daring to go in that door. Why is that? They're sitting outside in the cold instead of going in the door. There's got to be a reason why. And being attached to the Knight of Cups, I'd say that that reasoning probably has a lot to do with whatever lie this is coming out. Pluto in retrograde right now is not your friend if you have lies and skeletons in your closet against your significant other. I feel as though with some snooping, they're going to find out that you've been leading this double life, whatever this is. Whether it's you didn't tell them, I don't know. There's something you didn't tell them that they're going to find out with Pluto retrograde, and you're going to have a lot of problems with it. And you're very in and out, like wanting to party lately. The Knight of Wands is the partier. He's there when he needs something and gone when he doesn't. And this talks about not really giving your heart, your mind, your body, your soul to your significant other. You're just holding out, wanting to still go out and do these things. Well, guys, that was pretty heavy. I hope that helped some because it was really confusing, even just to read. I got the best answers for you I could. So if y'all need anything else, just remember readings are on sale. 15 minutes, $20, 30 minutes, $30, 45 minutes, $40, and for a whole hour is $50. So I hope y'all found something helpful in there. That was a little mass craziness. Do remember Pluto retrograde. I just put out that video. So take a good look at it, see what's going on. And this is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the QueenTarotB in Boston. I'll catch y'all on the flip. Bye, guys.